Hello students, welcome to this online course of engineering mechanics. So in the previous lecture we have seen various types of loading, various types of beams. So without solving problems there is no benefit of studying the things. So let us solve some problems in which we are going to solve the problems for beam. We are going to analyze some particular types of beam with different loading conditions. So the first question is determine the reactions developed in the cantilever beam shown. So just recall what was the cantilever beam I taught you. So in the cantilever beam there are two supports. First is A, second one is B. So support A will be fixed support and the other support will be a free support. So in any beam, if one support is fixed, the different support is free, then that beam is termed as cantilever beam. So we have to determine the reactions. So at free support there will be no reaction. At fixed support, that is support A, there will be three different reactions: vertical reaction, horizontal reaction, and a moment. So before solving any beam or any structure, what we have to do, we have to draw a free body diagram of the beam. So what was a free body diagram? A free body diagram is a isolated diagram in which we used to analyze different forces acting on the external forces acting on that particular body. So in this case what we are going to do, we are going to remove the supports and we'll try to see what are the effects this beam was putting on this beam. So step number 1, we have to draw the free body diagram. So in free body diagram what we used to do, we used to draw the external effects. So first external effect is this 15 kilonewton. This is a concentrated load. In the loading we have seen from 1 meter from the free end, that is somewhere here, this distance is 1 meter. An inclined load of 20 kilonewton is acting at an angle of 60 degree. It is also given. This is UDL, uniformly distributed load. Why it is uniformly distributed load? Because at every point the loading intensity is same, that is 10 kilonewton per meter. So how much total load this will give? 10 kilonewton per meter acting on 2 meters of span. So 10 into 2, that will be 20 kilonewton. That we will see. So this 10 kilonewton acting here on this 2 meter span. Okay, so this is the external loading. What else will come? A vertical reaction RA, a horizontal reaction HA, and a moment MA. These three reactions are coming from the fixed end. So step number 1, you have to remember what we have to do. We have to draw first free body diagram. Free body diagram is the diagram in which we are seeing the external effects on the body. So the body, here we want to analyze the reactions on the beam. So we have isolated the beam from all the external effects. So we have removed support. So we will analyze the reactions which will come from the support A. So this support A is a fixed support. So three reactions: vertical reaction, horizontal reaction, and a moment, internal moment, will develop. So what was the equilibrium condition? So first condition, we have to draw free body diagram. Secondly, we want to solve the problem, so we must be knowing what are known to us. So unknown, first let us check what are the unknowns. So unknown number 1 is RA, unknown number 2 is HA, unknown number 3 is MA. So we are having three unknowns. So to solve this problem we need three different equations. then only we will be able to solve. So number of unknowns and number of known reaction should be same. So number of unknown is 3 reaction, number of known reaction should be, we don't know what are the number of known reactions, but this thing we got to know that it has to be 3 or more than 3. So this beam will be in equilibrium. This is a stable beam, so the beam is in equilibrium. So for equilibrium conditions, what were the conditions we have seen, what were the equation? So let us say this is x, this is y, and this will be the z axis. So what was the first condition? Summation f y will be equal to 0. This should be valid at every point because this beam is in equilibrium. Okay, so simply in vertical direction, let us start from RA. RA is acting in positive y direction, so we will take it this as positive. So the reactions coming in the direction of plus y will be taken as positive, in negative y will be taken as negative, in positive x will be taken as positive, and in negative x will be taken as negative. And if moment is clockwise, then we will take it positive. Moment is anti-clockwise, we will take it as negative. Okay, so starting from end A, so this is end A, this is end B. So we have to check the forces acting on in y direction. So this is RA acting in vertically upward direction, so RA will be positive. This is 10 kilonewton per meter acting downwards. This is, if we want to see how this is acting like this, but generally in the diagram we will see like this. So this is acting downwards, so this will be negative. The intensity will be 10 over a length of 2 meter. So total load coming due to this uniformly distributed load will be 10 into 2. That is fine. This 20 kilonewton is acting at an angle of 60 degree. So it will be having a horizontal component, it will be having a vertical component. So vertical component will be in negative y direction. So again it will be negative of 20. So horizontal will be cos, vertical will be sine. So 20 sine 60. Okay, clear? Now again moving further, this 15 kilonewton is acting in negative y direction. So this has to be equal to 0 because there should not be any resultant force acting in any of the direction. Then only this beam will be in equilibrium. So this is equation is having only one unknown, that is RA. So RA is coming out to be 52.32 kilonewton. This problem I am explaining in detail so that in the further problems we will be doing very fast. Okay, that's why I am spending a lot of time and I am teaching each and every detail. Okay, so this is done. RA we have found out. Now let us see what is our second condition. Second condition is summation fx will also be equal to 0. So we have to check all the forces which are acting in x direction, starting from this end A. So here horizontally HA is acting, HA along with this x direction. This is vertical, so no component. This is an inclined load, so this is acting like this. So one component was vertical, another component is horizontal. So this is acting parallel to x. So but this is, the component is towards negative x, so this will be minus 20 cos 60 degree. Okay, and only these two forces are acting along x-axis. So this will give HA is equal to 10 kilonewton. Okay, so I hope till now there is no doubt. So now the third equation is summation of mz about any point will be 0. So we have to choose our point very carefully. Okay, so if we are choosing point B, let us say, so only like point B, the moment of 15 kilonewton about this point will be 0. So only one force is giving moment 0 about point B. But what about point A? Let us see. Here two forces are passing. So these two forces multiplied by this distance will be 0. So here we are able to eliminate two forces. So we have to choose this point very carefully. So we are taking the moment about z axis at point A. This moment about z axis is 0 at each and every point along this beam. Okay, this you have to understand. But for our convenience, we are choosing a point so that we can solve the problem very conveniently. So this summation mz is equal to about point A is 0. So clockwise is positive, anti-clockwise negative. This you have to take into account. So at this point we are taking moment of all the forces about this point. So this moment is acting in anti-clockwise. So first minus ma. Okay, point is here. You have to check this point for each and every forces. This moment will come as it is. So this 10 kilonewton UDL is acting along 2 meter. So we have to check the centroid. So this is a rectangular kind of force. So for rectangle, the centroid will be, the center of action will be at the midpoint. So midpoint of 2 meter will be 1 meter. But we have to check the direction. So this is acting, this force is, the action is towards the negative y, and the point A is here. So this is the direction, this is the what point. So this is clockwise. So clockwise will be positive. So this is direction is clear. How much is the magnitude? Magnitude is first force multiplied by the lever arm or the moment arm. So total force is 10 into 2. So this is the magnitude of force due to this UDL multiplied by the lever arm. Lever arm will be the point of action of this force, the distance between point of action of this force and the point about which we want to take the moment. So that point is A, and the point of action of this force will be 2 by 1 because it is a 2 by 2, half will be there, so 2 by 2. So this is okay, clear. So this is moment due to this UDL about point A. Now this 20 kilonewton, one component is along this beam. So this point, the force will be passing through this point only. So horizontal component will not give any moment, but the vertical component will give the moment, that too in clockwise direction. So plus 20 sine 30 multiplied by the point of action is 2 meters. Okay, and finally this 15 kilonewton again acting downwards, and the point of about which we want to take moment is here, so clockwise. So this will be 15 multiplied by 1 plus 2. This is the distance. This is equal to 0. So this is simply MA. You will be getting 99.64 it is coming. Sorry, here sine 60. Sorry. So sine 60 is, so the unit of moment is kilonewton meter, because the force is kilonewton. This is meter, kilonewton, meter, kilonewton, meter. So finally MA will be coming out to be in kilonewton meter. So what we were asked in the question, the reactions. So the reactions are RA, HA, MA. So I hope this is clear. So if you are having any doubt, you are always welcome to ask the doubts. So now let us solve a little bit different problem. Again we are having what? Beam is cantilever, but now we are having a uniformly varying load. The force, this is concentrated load and this is uniformly varying load. So again this point, these are AB. So what was the first point I told? First you have to draw the free body diagram. This is 2 meter here, (45 kilonewton meter). Again this is a cantilever beam, so RA, HA and a moment MA. This is 1 meter. Again 3 unknowns, we are having 3 equations. So equation number 1, summation, this is x, this is y, and the plane perpendicular to this stage is z. Summation fx is equal to 0. So in x direction only one force, that is HA. So HA is equal to 0. Fine. Second is summation Fy is equal to 0. Fine. So H in y direction, sign convention is same as the previous problem. So moving from point A, RA, this is acting in downward direction. So now what is the intensity of this load? This is a triangular area, so the total magnitude, the total load acting under this UVL will be half multiplied by 45 into 1. Okay, this is the area of triangle. So we have to check the area. In what we were doing in UDL, we were multiplying the magnitude with distance. So total area we were taking, total area of rectangle, but here area is triangular, so half base into height minus 60 is equal to 0. So RA will be 60, 20, 82.5 kilonewton. Any problem? No problem. Now we are having summation mz about, let us say, point A is equal to 0. So this is anti-clockwise, so this is minus MA. This is in negative y, but the point is here, so this is clockwise. So clockwise is positive. Now magnitude we know, this is the magnitude, half into 45 into 1. Now we have to see what is the distance. So the centroid for triangle is, if we are calculating from this end, this will be 1 by 3. If you are calculating from this end, it is 2 by 3. So from this end it is 1 by 3 of this distance. This distance is 1. Again plus for 60, this is 60 into 2 plus 1 is equal to 0. So MA will be 180 plus this is how much, 15 by 2, 7.5. So MA is coming out to be 187.5 kilonewton meter. Again, no problem. So these were the answers which were asked in this problem.